I'm Blade Escobar. I'm Olushola Sonya. That's my real name. Shola for short. So I am a rapper. I also work 9 to 5, sales and marketing. So basically, that's what I do to pay the bills. That's what I do fund fund the music, and that's what I do to fund the music, so that I can follow my passion. So my first love is music. It's really I started writing when I was 16 in high school. I was heavily influenced by people like Eminem, Drake, Lil Wayne, Kanye. So I started writing at 16. I think that was 2010, 11 ish. And people were like, "Ah, yeah, you sound really good." Then my rap style used to be like more of American. I used to sound very American. So like, and over the years, I've grown and I found my individuality. So I think that's just basically it. I'm a young guy, family of three, three children. I'm Yoruba from the West. I'm into music. I'm a rapper. Rap is my first love, though, but then I do not like to be in a box. I don't want to box myself. So I am delving into other genres. I love R&B so much too. Since I was a kid, I've loved R&B. I just happen to be better at rapping. So yeah, rap is my first love. R&B is my second life. Basically. So yeah, and I'm also experimenting with Afrobeat as well. Afrofusion. So I'm kind of like I'm a musician first now before a rapper. Then I was a rapper before a musician. So now I'm fusing everything, and but then the foundation is hip hop. So yeah.
Let's start with the 9 to 5. In this past few weeks, I've gotten to know some things about a lot of musicians coming up, and one story that interests me, at least that got my attention, was Thames when she posted before and after while she was working, and now that she's a global superstar. And you also do in the marketing space, the sales and the marketing space. That's your 9 to 5. You have the you have a great
Yeah.
interest for music. I mean, because that's what you want to do that's what you have as like your own interest and your passion. And
Yeah.
you tell me how you try to balance both work and music, and what has been the challenges so far?
It's not been easy at all, really. It's not been easy. The job has actually taken a toll on my music. I would record something and put it out, and then it's mostly it makes my music seem rushed sometimes or come out rushed. So now my producer now they hear who send the song to me, and I'll be like, no, 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 touch it again, touch it again, touch it again. Then that will take additional weekends, additional like Saturdays and Sundays. I only have Saturdays and Sundays to work on my music. Saturdays I do my laundry, and I try to rest. Sundays when I go to the studio, after church. So once in a while I might skip church if but I mean, it's really not been easy. The job is one that is mentally tasking. It's not just all about okay marketing, knock door to door, go door to door and see how you can sell. Like you have to strategize, you have to look at your target market, target audience, who is the decision maker, how you can pitch this solution, drop proposals, and then you're also going on the field. And then I'm also a musician, so sometimes I'll just be on the road. Inspiration will just come. I'll just think about some crazy ass line, but then I am probably sending a quotation to someone on my phone. I can't write that line down. In the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, when I'm done, let me quickly put that thing down. The line has gone. So many punchlines have just disappeared like that. Inspiration for so many songs also gone with the wind like that. But I mean, it is what it is. During the weekends, I go to the studio because if I don't have a job, there will be no money to fund the passion anyway. So we just have to do what we have to do.
And the family, how are they taking it? Knowing fully well that their son goes out, come back probably in the evening or late in the night, and is pursuing a dream that even now we are seeing the dark side of the industry, starting with the mobile story and other artists trying to quit music or find other things to do because of they know the music itself is mentally draining. And you are doing marketing because I've worked in marketing. I know how mentally draining and taxing it is. And
Yeah.
you have music which is mentally draining on its own. So you have two
Yep.
things who can do now. So how is your family taking?
That are both mentally draining. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh Music to me isn't mentally draining. It's actually people who feel it's mentally draining are probably people who shouldn't be in music, right? I mean, the business side can be mentally draining though, like all the industry politics and yada yada yada. But the like going into the studio, vibing to a beat, making music, writing some bars down is like the most blissful thing ever. I'm happy when I'm in that space. When I'm in studio, I'm happy. It gives me joy. You understand? And I'm still an upcoming artist. I'm still trying to make some connections. So I don't think I've really seen the evil side of the industry yet, but I know to a large extent what goes on in the industry, and we'll be good. We just have to try to keep our morals. If there's anything that if I'm supposed to go down the road that will make me taint my morals or probably make me sell my soul. Selling your soul doesn't necessarily mean going selling to the devil or something. Just something that is against your morals or something you can't live with. You know, if it's going to take a year for me to reach my success selling my soul, and it's going to take 5 years to make me reach that same level of success without selling my soul, I'd rather take the 5 years. So that's the way I'm just seeing the industry. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but the job can be mentally draining too. But I mean, the good thing is that I love meeting people. So the talking to people part of marketing is sweet for me. But when it comes to targets, but at the end of the day, it builds you though. It builds you. And one thing I really appreciate about 9 to 5 is that it builds you mentally, it makes you organized. So when you finally get into the music business, you know how to move. You don't just move anyhow. There are ways you do certain things. There are ways you talk to people. There are ways you relate with people. There are deals you should not sign. There are deals that even if you do not understand, no one should pressure you to sign it. Get a lawyer that will not even interface with the label at all. So 9 to 5s will teach you certain things. It's not just about coming out of school and then you think you're educated. Like there has to be some level of exposure or experience. Some people better learn through experience. Some people read up and then they are abreast with certain shit. But so pardon me for swearing. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's basically
I'm good.
it.
And let's go down the road a bit. Starting with the upbringing. What experience will you say that has influenced your values and your your thought process whenever it comes to dealing with life, whenever it comes to dealing with music? What's that thing that's main moment in your life that you can remember that changed the trajectory of your life?
If I can get your question correctly, how has my upbringing affected my life, probably musically and otherwise, right?
Yeah, yeah, that was what I can say.
Okay, so I would say everything is interwoven at the end of the day. I mean, it's because of my upbringing that I don't have tattoos. It's because of my Christian faith that I don't have tattoos. It's why I don't have piercings. It's why I don't have all those crazy stuff. And it's just basically good home training and seeing the reason why you should do certain things. It's not just all about, don't do this, don't do this, we'll flog your ass, we'll flog your ass. It's about also, seeing the reason why you shouldn't do certain things. I mean, my dad was 50-50 on that. Sometimes he would tell you the reasons, sometimes he would just tell you, don't do this. But I don't know. I think it was just, it's I think instinct is part of it too. I mean, intuition. Your gut to just tell you not to do certain things. You would see so many people doing things. Your spirit to tell you no, it's not. Coupled with the home training you've gotten as well. So and then what would Jesus do? What would God think about this? So I guess that's just basically it for me.
Let's go back to music, your last project, Eagles, the mixtape. And I saw one of your videos about you having an interview, or there was an interview between your the Eagles. Let's talk about that. Explain your Eagles and how they come into play of this mixtape that you released.
Okay, so I had fun making that. Oh God, I had so much fun making that. Um, the day I shot all those episodes, the 7 episodes, it was the same day I shot everything, and we didn't even have a script. I just told my G, shout out some Kele. He's also an amazing musician. You should, but he's also into video directing and stuff like that. I mean, I can introduce you to him. Guy is really dope. He's a good singer. So I told my nigga some Kele, like, bro, okay, this is what I want to do. I brought like how many clothes, like Olamide in any draw to portray these alter egos. I'd already had it in my head what the alter egos are gonna look like and stuff like that. So we did the whole thing, and yeah, it came out sweet. So I have how many alter egos? I don't know the number off the top of my head, but there's Ballet. Ballet is, I think that's the alter ego that all the most of the fans love the most. And the song that Ballet is on has the most streams on Audiomack out of like maybe 1,000 watts, 1,200 streams. The song Ballet was on did like 400 streams out of one. That's like a third. Is it a third? Yeah, a third of all the streams. I mean, fuck Audiomack. I know Audiomack is not really good, but I mean, it's a mixtape. I can't put the tape on major DSPs. So the EP, we're gonna go there. Anyway, back to the Eagles. Bale is the guy who the street guy, the guy that raps in Yoruba, the side of me that raps in Yoruba or Pidgin. Yeah, that's Bale. So we have Dr. Weed. That's the guy that always wants to smoke weed. I mean, I don't smoke though. I'm not going to tell you if I've smoked before, but I don't smoke. And but that part of me is like, hey, I want to wake and bake. Like I just made that character to I don't know, probably lean into the stoner community, but then my music, I'll be speaking against drugs. So while I've drawn the stoner community into my music, they will now be hearing, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't do drugs. That's Dr. Weed. There's Mr. Toxic. Mr. Toxic is the toxic side of me. Enough said. I don't need to talk too much. Anyone that wants to
It's
know what Mr. Toxic is all about, go and watch the episode. Um, Blizzy Guns, Blizzy Guns. So Blizzy Guns is a very interesting character because I came up on American hip hop. Like it was 50 cents that made me first fall in love with rap. Like, okay, yeah, this shit is cool. I wanted to do that. And all that gangster shit. He got shot like 9 times and still survived. Like, but who made me really want to rap was Lil Wayne. When I heard Lil Wayne, I was like, what? Who is this? Punchlines, metaphors, all those great. And the thing about Wayne is people disrespect Wayne so much. Wayne has the easy punchlines that are very easy for you to grab, and he has the ones that you have to listen to the song like 10 times before you catch it. Like, so Lil Wayne was all over the place that time, and I was like, damn, I want to do this. Then I saw myself actually making punchlines. I wanted to make punchlines too, like Wayne. And then I saw myself making punchlines. And I could actually rap. Like I could put words together on a beat. And I was sounding American then. So it was like cool. And all my friends in school were like, oh yeah. Shola is really cool. Oh, Shola knows how to rap. I rapped in our chapel, our secondary school chapel, like twice. Although the second time I beat Drake's lyrics though, but but it was still cool. That was like 2011. So like I was convinced that I could do this rap thing. Yeah. So that's Blizzy. Blizzy Guns is the part of me that morally I don't see the need to talk about guns and weed and drugs and stuff like that. But because I came up listening to people like Little Wayne, like people who talk about that shit in their music, it has done something to me psychologically. So in as much as I do not want to do drugs, there's nothing drawing me to do drugs. But sometimes I find myself rapping about it. And I'm like, this is cognitive dissonance. I don't do drugs and I don't want people. So I just made that alter ego that if you hear me rap about guns, hey, popping a nigga with the nine, oh, you niggas that like that's Blizzy Guns. That's not me. That's until I can completely outgrow rapping about guns and shit. But the funny thing is that I only rap about things like that. Maybe if I have like 10 songs, maybe on like two songs, and they'll be hardcore hip hop songs. So my music is not mostly about that. It just finds its way in sometimes because of the influence of the American rappers I grew up on. So I think that's all my alter egos. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I also love the part where you're trying to create the disclaimer that though the fact that I rap about these things doesn't mean that I actually do this thing. And that's something that I've seen in the industry, especially the Western industry, that they may come around saying that they shoot niggas, they pop niggas, they smoke, they do all this kind of thing. Only few of them are the ones that have done these things, and those ones who have done it, they are in
Exactly.
jail, or the ones that have done it and are not
Exactly.
in jail, they are being protected by you know who. So I think that's something that a
Yeah,
lot of
you know who, I
artists
love that.
always speak about. Though we do this, though we say these things, we don't actually do these things, and that
Exactly.
is so
I
interesting.
mean, I had a
So
song called "Gangsta's Paradise" in the mixtape, and that song was literally me dissing myself, and as is a metaphor for dissing all those rappers that rap about guns and shit. Like, if you played that song, the first part was a remake of YG's My Nigga, so that's Blizzy Guns rapping there. Then the second part, I was now rapping about make the Uzi riddle you, the Glock laughing now your body in a state of ridicule. Then I was now like psych. I was now like psych. You see how these rappers rap about guns that they don't really shoot. So it was just like that was me now coming in and dissing Blizzy Guns. Like all of most 90% of you don't shoot a gun. You've probably never even held one in your life. You probably don't own one. But why are you rapping about guns? So I like putting all those things in my music that no, 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 no. You guys should stop it. Stop it.
let us claim we are not.
Exactly.
Let's go in more a bit from that. Um, love your songs, at least some of the ones that I'm interested that I'll be listening to this song and I will figure I heard this thing before. That this thing has been part of our song, and you mentioned it. This you sample some songs from already existing songs. How the because it's something that will still come up at the end of the day. Clearing those songs, how what's the process of it for you?
No, like, in hip hop, there's something called mixtapes, right? And
Yeah,
there's normal albums. So a mixtape, you don't need to clear it at all. Just take someone's beats, rap on it. That's it. All the lyrics are mine, but the beats are other people's beats. It's like I said, I was heavily influenced by Lil Wayne. It was Lil Wayne that publicized the mixtape era. The mixtape era was like really Lil Wayne's thing. Though 50 Cent started it though, but Lil Wayne really made it hot. Dedication one to dedication six, no ceilings, sorry for the wait. So it's like he would take a hot song that is out now and rap over it and kill you on your own song. And then he'll make a compilation album of people's beats and he will kill them. And there was even a time that there was this meme that someone came into a house and was like, "Hey, bro, Wayne is on your shit." In a nutshell, you don't need to clear songs for a mixtape. For an album, yes, you have to clear. I've never done that before. 'Cause I've only put out maybe like two of my own songs, and they were like beats made from scratch, and we didn't sample nothing. So I don't know how that goes. But for my EP though, I don't know what it's going to be because I might be sampling some stuff. Well, anyways, my nigga Gucci is also an amazing rapper. I'll send you his EP, really wonderful. He would know a thing or two about sampling. Yeah, because he has done his own song. He has his Spotify, he has his everything, distro and stuff like that. So he put me on basically.
okay. Let's talk about one thing on is in the in music, the shows. So far, I was finding the right show. How's that journey so far?
Funny enough, if I tell you I've not performed in like how many years now? Since like 2014. 20, when did I finish university? 2015. I've not performed since 2015. Oh. I've not really
Okay.
like yes, over the years that I have been working, my 9 to 5 has been affecting the whole grind and money for studio sessions and this and that. So I've not recorded in years. I would only put out like one or two songs, and the songs were just like mixed songs, like on other people's beats, hardcore hip hop, not what I can perform to a Nigerian audience. So I was just putting that out so that people who know me would hear something from me. So I've not really been serious about that. But from this year, when I put out the EP, yes, I will go to shows and I'll see how that's going to be like. I would have a lot of rehearsing to do though.
Yeah. These beats also, because I want to understand this for people who are in this your shoes. They a lot of people are like, okay, I have this job, I might probably have this money, but I want to also pursue my dream. And can you let people can you teach people the process of the not the actual singing process, but the behind the scene of getting into the studio and to the part where you actually publish your song on a DSP or iTunes or other platforms like that?
Okay, I don't know so much about this because I have only or YouTube, but I have a little idea, yeah. So you go into the studio. Most times it's producers I know or I met online, and then we got talking. And you meet a producer, they give you a beat, you vibe on it. If you want to sing, you vibe on it. If you want to rap, that's very easy. Count your bars, think of a subject. What do you want to rap about? Is it just freestyle rap? Is it just, you just want to buy everybody to death, tell them I'm the greatest rapper, yada yada yada, or you want a subject, you want to talk about maybe Bala Blue, for example, Tinubu. You want to talk about Nigeria. You want to talk about love, your girlfriend. You want to talk about toxic hoes. You want to so think about your subjects. That's the next thing you do. You lay your vocals. The producer mixes and masters. It depends on if you want the same producer to mix and master for you. Like they would mix and master, send it to you. No go do this one. Oh, this is what I do. My producer will send it to me before I pay, right? And if I don't like the mix, I'll tell him to send it to another producer friend that mixes it better. And most times, the guy that voiced me might not collect mixing and mastering money. No try am outside. Oh. So if he mixes and masters for you are paying him, whether you like the mix or not. If you don't like the mix, you can negotiate something, but he has done his work for you. You understand? So that's
Yeah.
most times you do something, you just drop something. Uh, you can send it to another producer to mix and master for you. They send the song to you. Then, if you want, when you want to upload it, make sure you upload it in WAV format because most times they send it to you in MP3, or they could actually send it to you in WAV format as well. They send it to you to wave in WAV format. Then you look for a distro. There's DistroKid, there's 1 RPM, there's Unlimited Masters that just came into the country. So for DistroKid, I think there's a fee you pay every year, and you get a couple of stores, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and maybe like two other stores. But one thing about DistroKid is if you don't renew your license, they are taking all your music down. So people are running away from DistroKid now and going to 1 RPM. 1 RPM is free, but they are going to be taking, I think, 30% of all your royalties for life, forever and ever. So if you become a big artist, that's where it's really going to hurt. So for now, I don't even know what distro to put my songs on. I think I'll go for unlimited masters because it's sounding good, but I'm yet to make, to be honest, proper research about it. But when I'm ready for the EP to drop, I'll choose the best distro. But these are just some of the distros that we have. And then your song is live. Yeah.
Um, let's talk about this thing. What's the topics, like some of the times, if you are to think about the today now, what topic would you say that if you have to go to the studio and think about, okay, I want to record something, what would be like the topic for this thing and that influences some of your music?
Well, for me, I love my music to have message, and I think that's why I'm not really blown yet. I I haven't been balancing it in a while. Most of my music has been about okay, uh, probably what's happening in the country, probably world events, the end is at hand. Then other times, like half of the time, I'm braggadociously rapping. I'm the best rapper alive. This. So it's been mixtapes. But if I want a song with a subject, sometimes I'll download beats from YouTube. Like if I want something that I want to talk about the world or shit like that, I can just download moody beats. Like, yeah, everything is literally on YouTube. Then, in as much as the beats you're downloading are from YouTube, you cannot tell your producer, make something like this for me. Or if I want to make a song for my mom, I'll tell my producer, give me something that sounds like I can sing to my mom. I can, you know, write something sweet for her and stuff like that. So that's basically what I do most times. If I have a subject, okay, make something that is like this, or make something that will have this vibe. You understand? So yeah. And then
And
if I just go to the studio and producer plays some beats for me, The beats would tell me what I should rap about. Is this a sad kind of song? Is this about love? Is this about like you, as a musician, your brain will just tell you, okay, this is what you should do on this beat. Yeah.
And okay, do you have what's next like this for you now? When in terms of music, what's next for you?
The EP is coming this year. Hits only, no misses. No misses, MRS. Hits only, no misses. Is a metaphor too. It's a double entendre. So you know when you hit, there's no misses. But I'm spelling my misses as in MRS. So I'm not
Yeah.
married, you know. Yeah, eligible bachelor. So hits only, no misses. Coming to your doorsteps. November this year. Yeah.
By God grace will be here, and Streamdorm will be here to make sure that at least the world at large can see something like that. Now,
Yeah.
I want you to
And
do
that'll be
something.
my first that'll be my first um actual project, like my own beats, my everything. So it's going to be on major DSPs, it's going to be on Spotify, it's going to be on Apple Music and the rest of them. So and we're going to push it by the special grace of God. At least this one will see me performing, going getting that show money, going on radio tours, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Sure. I want to do something for you now. I want you to like take your time and tell your future self a message. You tell a message when for by the time when you're going back and you're looking at your past interviews, what's the message you want yourself to see in the next 5 years?
I would say stay true to yourself, be yourself, keep grinding, don't give up.
And
Then
I
in
think
5 years' time, I think I would say congratulations to myself in 5 years' time because I know I'll definitely have made it by then. By God's grace, inshallah.
I think that alone is all the motivation everyone needs, including yourself, including those that are coming after you. And I would love to say a big thank you for being part of this interview today.